The chairman's son went undercover to inspect the construction site, but what he saw shocked him deeply. Workers squatting on the ground eating food scraps. He couldn't understand. The company allocated funds every month to improve worker meals, so why were they still living in such miserable conditions? It wasn't until he noticed the site supervisor enjoying meat at every meal that he finally realized the truth. To avoid exposing his identity, the man decided to register as an ordinary worker. The supervisor immediately demanded he wear a safety helmet and insisted he buy one from him, $300 apiece. When the man tried on the helmet, it cracked right down the middle. He lashed out at the supervisor, accusing him of ignoring the worker's safety. But the supervisor just sneered, asking if the man still wanted to keep his job. The man stood his ground, exposing the supervisor's corruption on the spot. Yet the nearby workers stayed silent, and their silence only made the supervisor more arrogant. He declared the man was fired on the spot. Just as the man was about to reveal his true identity, the project manager suddenly appeared. Without a word, he slapped the supervisor across the face. Then he said, "Only special people get assigned to this site," and asked if the man had any powerful connections. The man quickly decided it was better to stay undercover, so he lied and said he knew no one. Hearing that, their attitudes changed instantly. The project manager coldly warned that if the man wanted to keep his job, he had to follow all of his rules. Even the workers' wages would be handled according to his conditions. Then he ordered the man to buy tea from the shop across the street owned by his wife. A single box of tea cost half a month's wages. The workers began to protest, but the manager only sneered, saying they were free to quit if they didn't like it. Faced with losing their jobs, the workers fell silent. $2,000 was painful, but unemployment was worse. Watching all this, the man was furious. He couldn't believe such parasites existed in the company. He immediately called his assistant, telling her to come to the site at once. Then in front of the project manager, he revealed his true identity as the chairman's son, and vowed to expose every dirty secret today. But the manager laughed in disbelief, knocked him unconscious, and planned to bury him alive in the backyard. Just then, the assistant arrived at the site. The manager had already prepared a warm welcome. He handed her a fancy gift, but the assistant calmly replied she was there to inspect work, not to drink tea. Then she ordered all workers to be gathered, but as she looked around, she couldn't find the man anywhere, and began to feel uneasy. Suddenly, a commotion broke out in the backyard, and the assistant felt a deep sense of dread.